वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ वासुदेवाय नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवा भगवतीम् उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति की Grandraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, 29th chapter, titled as Explanation of Devotional Service by Lord Kapila. So Srimad Bhagavatam is a Puran which is for the Kali Yuga. If we really want to achieve Krishna, then the only way we can achieve Krishna in the Kali Yuga is by Srimad Bhagavatam, because after departure of Lord Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam arrived, and this is for the Kali Yuga. Bhagavatam is for Kali Yuga only. Bhagavatam was not there before. Before, people used to do all the tapasya and everything, and they used to achieve Krishna consciousness. But in Kali Yuga, Vedvyaji thought that, Kali Yuga people will be short-sighted. Their life will be less. They will be less intelligent. Prahena alpayusha sabhya kalo asmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagyahi upadrata. So Kali Yuga people will be less intelligent. Usually people are less intelligent, right? We see that everybody is short-sighted. Everybody is looking for quick results. Everything people want instantly, but it does not happen like that. We see around us so many things popping up, and all these things are instant, but nothing like that happens. So, as the life is very short, everybody wants instant actually. Everybody knows that everything is now, the videos are also 30 seconds, because everybody understands and realizes that, I do not have much time. And the mind is also flickering. So in this age of Kali Yuga, when there are so many abnormalities, so many distractions, the Srimad Bhagavatam is the one which can give us the real peace of mind. It is the one which can connect us with Krishna. It is the one which can give us the darshan of Krishna. If we really want to see Krishna in this life, then Srimad Bhagavatam can give the darshan of it. How? So in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are wonderful personalities like Lord Kapila, Mata Devhuti, Prahlad, Dhruva, Mata Kunti, Vidurji, so many wonderful devotees of Lord. They are always constantly talking about Krishna. When you associate with the people who are constantly talking about Krishna, you will get only Krishna. You will not get anything else. Here you can see that Kapila Dev and Mata Devuti, they are not talking about any material affairs. Kapila Dev is only talking about devotional service. And Mata Devuti is also asking about devotional service. After Kardama Muni left for sannyas ashram, Mata Devuti approached Kapila, who is his son. But it does not matter whether you are elder or younger. As long as you are spiritually advanced, everybody can take shelter of that person. In the spirituality, the life is not measured, age is not measured by number of years. It is measured by how advanced you are progressed in your spiritual life. So Mata Devhuti approached his son Kapila Dev and requested that how can I achieve Krishna in this life? So Kapila Dev then analytically explained 24 elements, how everything is composed of 24 elements. Then There is Atma, then Paramatma, time. All these factors were explained by Kapila Dev. Then, after explaining the Sankhya Yoga philosophy, Kapila Dev explained the Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, all the procedures, how to achieve Krishna, and how you can take darshan of Krishna, which we learned in the previous shloka, and the effects of those. Mata Devahuti wants to know more than that. So, Mata Devahuti is asking Kapila Dev here, Devahuti Vacha Lakshanam Mahad Adinam Prakrute Purushasya Cha Swarupam Lakshate Amisham Yena Tad Paramarthikam Yatha Sankheshu Kathitam Yanmulam Tata Prachakshate Bhakti Yogasya Me Margam ब्रूहि विस्तारशः प्रभु. बहुत सुंदर श्लोक है. देखिए प्रभु माता कह रही है कपिल देव को कि यथा सांख्येषु कथितम यन मूलम तत प्रचक्षते भक्ति योगस्य मे मार्गम ब्रूहि विस्तारः प्रभु. विस्तारशः प्रभु. हे माता कहती हे प्रभु, हे कपिल देव, आपने सांख्य योग तो ठीक से समझाया मुझे, लेकिन ये भक्ति मार्ग के बारे में बहुत सुंदर है ये मार्ग. तो इसके बारे में कुछ ज़्यादा जानकारी मुझे दीजिए. तो वेरी नाइस माता देवहूति's inquiry. Mata Devahuti said, you want to read the translation?
Yes. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Devahuti inquired, my dear Lord, you have already very scientifically described the symptoms of the total material nature and the characteristics of the spirit according to the Sankhya system of philosophy. Now I shall request you to explain the path of devotional service, which is the ultimate end of all philosophical systems.
Very nice. क्या लिखा है? Ultimate. The ultimate end. This is very important. Ultimate end. उसका संस्कृत में क्या है? क्या लिखा है? Yes, see here. Yana moolam. Moolam. Yeah. Yana moolam tat prachakshate. Ultimate goal or ultimate aim or ultimate end. This is very important for all of us. Mata Devuti's question is wonderful. She's asking, hey Kapila Dev, you explained so many things. Sankhya Yoga, 24 elements. But can you tell me the ultimate end? What is that ultimate end? Krishna Prema, devotional service, which is the ultimate end of all the philosophical system. So whatever you take, Hatha Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, but ultimate thing is the Bhakti. Bhakti to understand is really challenging. Not many people understand Bhakti. So this chapter is going to be very crucial because Kapila Dev is going to explain. And Srila Prabhupada's purport will be most important because the purports will be based upon, mostly Srila Prabhupada will explain from the Acharyas. So here, purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this 29th chapter, the glories of devotional service are elaborately explained. So anybody who wants to know Krishna, this chapter will be most important because this is what we want. We don't want anything else. What do we want? We want ultimate end. And what is the ultimate end? When we are giving up this body, Ante Narayana Smruti. This is the ultimate end. The end of the movie, the end, when it comes, everything is over, everybody's the end, it says. So what is the end for us? So, Ante Narayana Smriti. When I am giving up this body, hey Krishna, I do not want to see anything else. I just want to see you standing in front of Me with your flute in your hand. There's Vishnu Pitama praying to Lord Krishna. Hey Krishna, I do not want anything else. I just want to see you when I'm giving up this body. So that is the ultimate end, and that is what is going to be the summary of whole thing. So the purpose of elaborately describing the influence of time is to detach the conditioned souls from these material activities, which are considered to be simply
Waste of
useless, waste of time. We are wasting, so many things since childhood. If you see, I was thinking upon it one time that we have wasted so much time for school and sports and friends and so many unnecessary things. It's all now is the time probably, and we don't want to give up this. Just when I was thinking about the deviation, we read today morning that so many deviations we have faced in our life, and it's now the time to focus upon Krishna. In the previous chapter, the material nature and the spirit and the Supreme Lord or the Super Soul are analytically studied. And in this chapter, the principles of Bhakti Yoga or the devotional service, the execution of activities in the eternal relationship with the living entity and personality of Godhead are explained. What is devotional service? Prabhupada's definition here. What is that?
the execution.
Execution. Devotional service is nothing about studying, it is about execution. And what is that? Execution of the activities in the eternal relationship between me and Krishna. So भक्ति का व्याख्या यहाँ पर दिया गया है. What is it? So execution of the activities in eternal. Srila Prabhupada is using these words very carefully. Eternal relationship. What is our eternal relationship with Krishna? Mame ansho jiva loke jiva bhutaha sanatana. Sanatana is eternal. So I am always is part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is always there with me. And just I have to connect with him through devotional service. So suppose you are sent back to home, back to Godhead, Krishna Loka. You enter the Golok Vrindavan Dham and you are asked, what one service would you like to do for Krishna? What is that one service which you think is most loving to you? You are standing in front of Krishna, all the gopis, cowherd boys, everybody standing. Srila Prabhupada is there, Guru Maharaj, everybody is standing there in Golok Vrindavan Dham waiting for you. And they ask you, what is that one service which you think you are good at it?
I'll be massaging.
So that is that we have to think about and start working on that. That what is that one service I can do very nicely, so that when I go there in Krishna Loka also I can do that service. So say you're good at kirtan, you can do kirtan. What is the requirement there? What is the requirement there in Golok Vrindavan Dham? If everybody is busy with the service, then you will need some service. You can't stay there without service. Golok Vrindavan Dham is not the place to go and relax. It's not a holiday place. So from now onwards, we have to start thinking about what is that service which I can do without deviation. Deviation is very important word. Srila Prabhupada taught us today. So how do I want to be a specialist in that particular service? And then when I go Krishna or anybody asks me, oh, I can do this service for sure. Somebody is good at singing, somebody is good at playing mridangam, somebody is playing at whatever the service is, 9 types of devotional service. But here Srila Prabhupada is defining it as execution of activities in eternal relationship between living entities and personality of Godhead. So we have to start thinking like gossiping is not the thing service required. Most of the time we are talking about unnecessary things, thinking about unnecessary things, planning about stupid things. But that is not required because that will not be tested there. What will be tested is what you are good at it. So, suppose Srila Prabhupada is there in Golok Vrindavan Dham, what would Srila Prabhupada be doing? Or our Guru Maharaj is there, what would they service they be doing? Because they have specialized in one service. All the devotees of Srila Prabhupada, everybody took up one service. Somebody was good at painting, somebody was good at so many things. So what is that one service I can take and I can go back to Krishna? That is Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga, the devotional service, is the basic principle of all systems of philosophy. All philosophy which does not aim for devotional service to the Lord is considered merely a
Mental.
mental speculation. What is mental speculation? So anything which does not connect with Krishna is mental speculation. Suppose somebody invites you for a program or a party, and they're all talking about something from their head. And there's no Shastra base. Everybody's talking, they're chit chatting. Have you been to that programs like that before? So what is that? Everybody's talking from their head. Something like this will happen, and they're talking about politics and sports and family affairs, and all that is mental speculation because there is no Shastra there. So similarly, there are so many so-called teachers. They teach, but it's all coming from their head, nothing from the Krishna. But of course, Bhakti Yoga with no philosophical basis is more or less sentiment. Here, this is a warning for Srila Prabhupada is giving that it should not be a sentiment. What is that sentiment? So, religion without philosophy is a fanaticism. Srila Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita. So you're ringing the bells, and there is no philosophical basis to it. It's fanatism. And philosophy without surrender to Krishna is mental speculation. These are two things: fanatism and mental speculation. So fanatism is like people enter into the building with the plane and thinking, "Oh, I am serving Krishna." That is fanatism. I am Hindu, I am this, I am that. But then there is no philosophy. What is that? What is the purpose of human life? And then just philosophy and no Krishna. Oh, that is a mental speculation. So both are very important. Srila Prabhupada is giving both the definitions here: mental speculation and sentiment. Sentiment is fanatism. So there are two classes of man. Some consider themselves intellectually advanced and simply speculate and meditate. And others are sentimental and have no philosophical basis for their propositions. So this is very important, that we should be balanced. We should have philosophy and service also, both. Some people, they just do seva, 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 but they do not understand what they're doing. That is not good. They should understand. Like you're doing ringing the bell, but you need to understand what is it. Very important. And that is why there's a Nectar of Devotion is a very important book for all the devotees. It's a complete science of Krishna consciousness. Neither of these can achieve the highest goal of life. So if you're just a philosopher, nothing will happen. If you're just a fanatist, nothing will happen. And Prabhupada was perfect balance of it. Or if they do, it will take many, many years. Vedic literature therefore suggests that there are three elements, namely Supreme Lord, living entity, and eternal relationship. This is all very important. Krishna, me, and my relationship with Krishna. These are the three things in my life. That and that the goal of life is to follow principle of bhakti or devotional service and ultimately attain the planet of Supreme Lord in full devotion and love as an eternal servitor of the Supreme Lord. Sankhya philosophy is the analytical study of all the existence. One has to understand everything by examining its nature and characteristics. This is called acquirement of knowledge. But one should not simply acquire the knowledge without reaching the goal of life. This is again very important. A lot of people they read a lot of books and they give lectures, but then goal of life, surrender. What is surrender? Surrender is one pointed attention without deviation, thinking of Krishna, serving Krishna, chanting Krishna's name, and there is a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadish kamaye mama janmani janmanishware bhavata bhaktir ahetuki tvai. Here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I just want to serve all the time. If we give up bhakti yoga and simply busy ourselves in analytical study of nature of things as they are, then the result will be practically
Yeah.
if you just become a philosopher, it's zero. It is stated in Bhagavatam that such engagement is something like husking a paddy. There is no use beating the husk if the grain has already been removed. By scientific study of material knowledge, material nature, the living entity and super soul, one has to understand the basic principle of devotional service to the Lord. So Srila Prabhupada is giving us some nice analogies. So what are the analogies Srila Prabhupada given here? So in the field, there are they when they crop their grains are there. When they beat the grains, and then the grains will come out. So there is a husk, and then grain will come out. But if the grain are already removed, what's the use of beating? Then you are wasting your time. Similarly, if we are just doing the philosophy, but then there is no service, just lip service, nothing else. Then it is. So, so that is why Krishna consciousness is more about practical application. So we learn and then we spread the message of Krishna consciousness. So we have to be ideal practitioner, and then there are various kinds of people on the planet. There are people like crow and people like swan. There's an example in Srimad Bhagavatam. Swan like people and crow like people. Have you know? Do you know? So when we spread Krishna consciousness, we have to be aware what is swan and what is crow, and don't want to give because crow has a different taste than the swan. So we have to filter out our approach. And crows are always seen when there is a garbage. And the swan knows what is good and what is bad. So we have to be really careful and not to waste our energy, not to waste our time, and at the same time serve Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. And why are we serving? So that we achieve our ultimate end. What is ultimate end? I'm doing whatever I'm doing today. Why am I doing? That is very important. Is that right? I'm serving my family. I'm serving the society. I'm serving so many people. But why am I doing this? What is the ultimate end I'm looking for? In the like I'm attending so many things. So my ultimate end is when I give up this body, I do not want to remember anything else, but I want to see Krishna. I want to hear Krishna. I want to remember Krishna. Nothing else I want. So that, keeping that end in the mind, we begin. Then the life will be useful. So like that. So we'll pause here. We'll continue. Srimad Bhagavatam. You want to say something?
No,